Okay, a nice simple little problem today. Sarah is doing a coast-to-coast walk. She's doing it over 7 days. At the end of the first day, the ratio of the distance travelled to the distance remaining is 1 to 5. On the second day, Sarah walks 15.5 miles. At the end of the second day, she has completed 25% of the walk. How long is the coast-to-coast walk, we're asked. Okay, right. We'll just get cracking. Now, one thing I'll note is that normally when I'm doing a ratio question, okay, normally I would, with something like this, I would draw something like this. I would go 1 and then I would draw a separate bar to show the 5, okay. Normally we often get ratio questions where the ratio changes and you're adding an amount or taking away an amount or something like that. And I usually find that ratio questions work best as comparisons. But in this case, because we're talking about a distance, it makes much more sense to draw it as one entire bar. Okay, and I could draw it with 6, just draw 6 of the squares, but actually because I can see here that from here, 5 plus 1 is 6, we've got 6 sixths here, and we've got quarters here. I'm actually going to draw it using 12 squares, okay, but it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to, so imagine that's my first unit, okay, so that's the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. All right, so we're now I've got 1 to 5, okay, which is 6 altogether, right. And this whole bar represents the whole walk, okay. Okay, that's the whole walk. So what are we told? At the end of the first day, the ratio of the distance travelled to the distance remaining is 1 to 5. So what happens on day 1? Well, this is how much Sarah walks on day 1. Okay, so far so good. On the second day, Sarah walks 15.5 miles. Well, I don't know how I could fill that in here so far, but we're then told at the end of the second day she's completed 25% of the walk. Okay, well 25% would take us to here, wouldn't it? All right, so all the way up to here. So, and what I'm doing now is dividing, that's half of one of my sixths, half of one of my units. So what I'm actually going to do is divide everything now, so that I'm now working in 12s. So I've gone from 6 equal size portions to 12 equal size portions. I'm going to, and then this takes us up to 25%. Okay, so if she's gone this far at the end of day 2, she's walked this far, and on day 2 she walked 15.5 miles, that means that this must be 15.5. Okay, and if that's 15.5, so is every other equal size portion here. Okay, and we're asked how long is the coast to coast walk, so the entire walk from beginning to end. Well, then we must have to do 15.5 times 12, which gives us 186 miles. Okay.